Welcome to the show. Boom, boom. Beer's awesome. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, roll the intro. Boom.
Let her rock.
This is Ryan.
Boom, that sounds awesome.
Let's cut.
My name's Tim, and I'm the head brewer at Alleycat Brewing Company.
My name is Matt Mercer-Slingsby of Drink This Podcast.
Hi, I'm Dave from Yukon Brewery.
Hey guys, I'm Shane from Edmonton Beer Geeks Anonymous.
I'm Andrew from the Alberta Craft Beer Guidebook.
This is Ryan from Ribstone Creek, and you're watching Rysky Business.
And we transition like we know what we're doing. Welcome to the show. This is Rysky Business. I am Greg. The guy over there is Luke. Yeah. Hey, buddy. Nice hat change. Hey!
Dude, you look amazing in 3D.
I know, man. Want to see my boobies?
Wow, hold on. Oh, excuse me, sir.
When you're this big, they call you Mister.
Sure thing. Merry Yuletide, brother.
What's that?
Merry Yuletide.
Merry Yuletide. I'm a little high, you're a little low, but that's okay because that's getting legalized this year in Canada. Hey, this is the end of the year, final of the year, kind of like a New Year's show. Right now, I happen to be drinking Fresca, and that needs to change.
In the only province that matters, it is already December 31st.
There you go. Oh, hey, that's true. Let's see if I can. Let me see if I can pour myself a beer.
I just got him to admit that Ontario is the only province that matters. Pew pew.
Well, I didn't actually agree to it, but I understand what you're saying.
You said, "Oh yeah, that's right. I heard you. We can, dude. You can't redact live video."
I'm fully on board with that. It's all right. I'm just getting myself something to drink. Hey, cheers.
Pixie's in the room.
Cheers.
Hey
just
there,
getting myself a few. I didn't do that shit though. Damn. Luke. I dropped your drink, man.
What?
I dropped your drink. It's the same box of wine that's been in my fridge since the last time you were here.
I drank some of that.
Nobody's gonna drink that except you. That's why I call it your wine. It might even have a sticker on it that says Luke's wine.
Yeah,
Luke, I'd like to introduce you to a picture of Ale Beard Double. This is the Lucky Beer picture.
It cleared out.
Yeah. Think I'm gonna get some head. Well, from the beer. My wife's gotten smart. She doesn't fall for my old tricks. Okay, so...
You want a quickie or the whole 2 minutes?
I don't know if we got time for that, honey. Let's talk about the title of tonight's show, episode 43. Last episode we did back in December, I accidentally called episode 43, but really it was episode 42. It was the episode of Life, Universe, and Everything, and I fucked that up.
Stop talking so we could start talking about Star Wars.
Hence, tonight's title, There Might Be Spoilers. If you have not seen The Last Jedi and you don't want spoilers,
turn the cast off.
Turn the fucking cast off. We don't care if you're here or not. because we're going to talk about this, and then you can
That
come
movie-
back
Shit.
and we will untalk about that later.
Nope. Talking about it all night. Gonna reference stuff, and I'm gonna spoiler you all night. So
Yeah,
this-
and
like,
honestly,
when I finish this rambling sentence, if you want any spoilers, and you like turn off right at the end of this sentence, Ray dies. See, you should have turned it off.
oh shit, you totally jumped them on that one, man.
Yeah, no, Ray doesn't actually die. I don't think.
I don't think any of us would care.
Really?
So, well, okay. So, first spoiler. One of the things that I know is true. This is the most divisive Star Wars movie in the history of the franchise.
Yes.
Um,
You either
when I-
love this or you fucking hate this.
Dude, I poured it out of the pitcher. I haven't had a sip. Look at that shit. Look what an extra couple
beautiful.
months in the keg has done to this Belgian. And it smells great, man.
That deadly Belgian estery yeast happiness.
Oh my god, dude, it's good now. This is fantastic now. Like, it got good. I haven't had any at all in the last month. And look at that. Like, crystal. I can see you. It's beautiful. Anyway, so, Star Wars. You should sit up, because right now you're just about, like, your chin is on the line that says risk.
Star Wars.
I don't think you can get lower in frame if you try.
Star Wars.
You are using the rule of thirds. You're on the bottom third of the middle.
Yeah.
All right. If you get a little lower and I stand up, you'll be like just in the right place.
For that, I will.
For that,
move
you'll
my
move your camera. Okay, so my family is really, really split. 3 versus 1.
Okay, can I guess what the split is?
Yeah, go for it. I'm waiting.
Lynn, Max, and Ben are against it, and you're pro.
Yeah, that is absolutely 100% backwards.
Oh!
But you knew that.
I didn't know that.
When I walked out of the theater, all I said to her was, I'm conflicted. Ben loved the movie. He thinks the Porgs are like the coolest thing in the fucking universe.
Ben's the easiest in the world.
Of course.
You give
Fights,
Ben
spaceships, bad guys,
And-
good guys. Somebody
that he
dies.
can dress up as
Awesome.
at Halloween.
Porg.
He's it.
Okay. Lynn really enjoyed it. She thought it was a great action movie, and I can't argue. It was.
I didn't like it for the action then.
Incidentally, and I could be wrong about this. Wow, I got a little hot spot going on. Was this or was this not cinematically the finest movie of the entire series? Cinematically.
Are we talking through the lens of what was capable at the time?
Yes.
Then no.
I know you're going to say that New Hope, the Tatooine stuff was amazing.
Yeah,
I
dude,
agree.
A New Hope
but,
Tatooine.
But there's a lot of not good stuff in A New Hope too.
Yeah, dude, but that's because of the technology. That movie redefined movie making tech.
Sure, it did.
This movie didn't redefine movie making tech. This is firmly in what is capable and possible. A New Hope had shit that wasn't even thought of.
I agree. No, but I'm talking.
Same
I'm talking about
camera effects in Blade Runner that were shot on the same piece of film.
Oh yeah,
that hadn't been done in forever. That movie revolutionized. So did New Hope. So cinematic.
I'm not suggesting that. I'm saying the shots in this film like New Hope was groundbreaking, and I don't want to confuse groundbreaking with really good. There were some shitty parts in A New Hope,
and
there were in this film too. But on the whole, I think there were better atmospherics, there were better lights, there was much more care taken with blocking. I think it was a brilliant piece of cinema, this movie. I don't think...
I agree.
I definitely better than Force Awakens.
Dude, some of
frightening shit ton.
Even the simple aerial pans around the Jedi Temple Island.
Yeah.
So simple aerial pans.
Yeah.
They did them in an interesting way, which is...
Yeah, they all got Mavic Pros.
Yeah.
Okay, so I give full marks for that. I think the audio in this movie was phenomenal too. I think they did a really good job with the mix. It was technically a very sound film.
Sure. And as technically good as it was, that offsets how absolutely shitty Snoke was.
Oh my god, so bad. So bad. Okay, what did you think? Okay, we said spoilers. So Rey dies, we know that. Okay.
Rey doesn't die.
I know Rey doesn't die. Well, she did for me.
No, shut up. You're wrong.
She did for me. As far as I'm concerned, like I genuinely will not spend money again on a Star Wars movie.
Oh, I will.
I won't. I will not go see movies. I will not go see another Star Wars movie. I won't see this again until I get it. Until I get it for free online somewhere. To me, there were a few things. I'm going to see
it tomorrow.
There were a few things in this film that really, really. Okay, so here's what made me come to the point where I went on this movie. I have never in a Star Wars movie ever looked at the screen and done this. I've never had to go, the fuck? I may have gone, whoa, what the fuck? But I have never looked at the screen and gone, the fuck?
When...
in the history of Star Wars, has anyone ever picked up a telephone? If not, why would Poe Dameron play the, oh, I'm holding for Hux? Oh no, it's fine, I can still hold. Do they have hold buttons on the space-to-space communicators?
He said waiting, not hold.
He used the language of a fucking business call with a telecom guy. Admit it. Did it sound in place or out of place in retail?
It didn't. Snarky British comedy retail.
It didn't fucking fit. It made no sense.
It made
no...
I agree. I think it was a badly formed
attempt
way of
at humor.
Some comedy. Yeah.
Yes.
It was funny.
Has A New Hope ever been comedy? Or has Star Wars been comedy? No. Yes. Star Wars has moments that are comedic, but they never take away from the actors. They never take away from the characters. Jar Jar Binks
is a fucking joke.
Jar Jar Binks doesn't fucking count. That was a joke.
Jar Jar Binks counts.
That was a joke from the get-go. I didn't know we were talking about Phantom Menace. It sucked. But it didn't suck this hard. Because Because it didn't disturb the universe that already existed.
You're nuts.
No, I'm not nuts.
This is the end of the universe that already existed, and it laid the groundwork for the next one,
which will be on Disney XD at 3, 5, 9, and 6:30 on Sunday mornings every weekend for the next 27 years.
Awesome.
Milking my children and their children and their children's children.
I'm for it.
Of good money. by raping the series of movies that I grew up on. I don't have to like it.
It won't be money.
I fully agree.
They'll pirate it.
I fully agree that the only people Disney gives a flying fuck about is the 11-year-old 2 doors over and the 7-year-old up the stairs.
Yep.
That means I don't have to agree with this movie. Disney doesn't give a shit.
Dude, this isn't 79 anymore.
But it didn't need to be 79. It's like saying in Blade Runner 2049 that Roy Batty should have been in the script.
No, that's not.
Well, why? Incept dates on the Nexus 6 or whatever.
Well, it's because Roy Batty's old as fuck now. Have you seen pictures of him from Comic-Con?
My point is, you can't change the rules of the universe. No, you can't. If you want to change the rules, you change the movie.
So, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
How bad did you shit? And I know that this is sacrilege to bring up the other franchise. How much did you shit when they rebooted Star Trek?
I didn't, but I'll tell you why.
Okay, well then shut up.
No, but I'll tell you why. Star Trek as a franchise is built on reboots. Star Trek as a franchise reboots every 2 years. It has. Remember,
lost my mind.
The original series was only 63 episodes, I believe.
I thought it was 54.
Might be. Could be wrong. Could be 54.
3 years.
Okay. As far as I'm concerned, The Last Jedi rates on the spectrum of Star Trek franchise movies just above the Star Wars Christmas special.
Or the
and admittedly, Chewbacca got about the same amount of screen time. And Chewbacca's mother had a strange masturbatorial fantasy while cooking in the Star Wars Christmas special. So, it's not that I don't recognize, and that's why I said I was conflicted. I recognize what they're doing with this film, and I'm okay with it because that's their prerogative. Right? I am not their demo. But it pisses me off that every chance they had to speak to and wrap up Force Awakens to do what they did, they took a big shit. They didn't give us anything on Snoke. All Snoke had to do was say, my last pupil did blah blah and made you look like weak mush, whatever. And we'd have gone, oh shit, he was so-and-so's master. Now we know how he fits. Then kill him. Done. No problem. The outcome of the movie didn't need to be a single lick different. But they didn't... It wasn't even lip service. Like, he didn't even fart an idea in our direction. And explain to me this fucking Leia bullshit. I'm sorry. Ghost Leia... Frozen Ghost Leia, the only person on the cast who actually fucking did die, they don't kill her when they kill her. The fuck? That was one of those moments where I looked at the screen and went, huh? The fuck?
Yeah.
And the guys behind me went, this is fucking stupid, in the theater. It was stupid. Admit it. She didn't force glide herself through space. She pulled the ship toward her. Like, come on. It was fucking dumb. Dumb. And then, as my buddy at work, Brett, likes to call her, the gender-challenged Laura Dern. I fucking love Laura Dern. I love Laura Dern. I'm a Lynch fan. By extension, I love Laura Dern. I'm a Jurassic Park franchise fan. I love Laura Dern.
I hated Laura Dern in this movie.
What the fuck purpose did Holdo serve? None! And worse than that, there's an implied relationship with Leia. Why did Leia and Han not work out? Apparently because Leia liked the cooch. And Han didn't want to play 3-on-1. Come on!
Conversation ever.
Well, I admit it. Right? Like, you got it. Like, you had to have seen it. So, between PETA getting their animals love... Fuck. And then the horrid, we're gonna pull on Jim Henson camera shot in the casino with 14 puppets whose expressions never changed.
So can I just say one thing that I'm pissed off about?
Please.
That really hurt me.
Please.
I don't like fucking Star Wars movies unless there's lightsaber battles.
Yeah. Weak sauce,
How come there was no fucking lightsabers?
Well, there was.
Yeah, but...
Well, there were actually... There was. There was a laser sword battle. Remember? Because they're not lightsabers anymore. They're laser swords.
Shut your mouth.
Go watch it. Go watch it again, puss bag. Luke Skywalker called it a laser sword. Not a lightsaber.
Can I ask you a question?
Please.
If Snoke is the last most powerful Sith ever...
Well, he's not. Kylo Ren is. Anyway, go ahead.
If Snoke is the last most powerful Sith ever...
Well, clearly that was Kylo Ren, because he was able to twist the lightsaber and kill the most powerful Supreme Leader. But I digress. I can transmit his mind across the galaxy, but I can't see him fucking me from 8 feet in front of me.
Okay, so listen. I agree with you on this point.
Which one?
It was a shitty Star Wars movie.
Thank you.
But it was a great movie.
Hence my confliction. It was a good movie. If I paid my $13, I didn't walk out. I felt like I got my $13 worth. Was it a good Star Wars movie? Fuck no. Worst piece of shit they've ever made.
It was a competent Star Wars movie. It wasn't good. I think it was a great movie. A great movie. If you take...
I think it made Revenge of the Sith look amazing.
I don't think that. It's that.
I do. I think that the things that we as fans who've watched this franchise for 40 years...
That's what I'm talking about.
Deserved the closure of the original cast.
For us.
We all went. It was for us.
No,
it was for us to say goodbye. It was for us to say goodbye to Luke Skywalker. It was for us to say goodbye to Han Solo for a last time. And it was for us to say goodbye to Carrie Fisher, who we had to say goodbye to. Because we lost her too fucking soon.
Yeah.
This was a movie for us. And for our children. And if they honestly thought...
That's what you thought it was. What Disney thought it was.
That's what Jar Jar Abrams set up.
But that's not what Disney wants.
You okay, hon? Or was that Max? It might have been Max.
Yeah.
That's not what Jar Jar Abrams set up. He was charged with this trilogy. Right? It was intended to be a trilogy. Now it's a quadrilogy.
Oh, there'll be 3 more.
Right, so it's not a trilogy, it's a quadriplegy. And since he's already crippled the fucking movie, it is a quadriplegy.
It's a septilogy.
Whatever.
Yeah.
He has inserted a screwdriver in the rectum of this film.
9 would be... What's 9?
Nine
Ock
would
is 8. Deck
Nine,
is 10.
nine. It's nana something. Nonology. Nonology.
It's a 13 elegy.
Nonology. Nonolingus. Nonolingus. Hey! Hey, Watershed.
That's
Sorry
why
I
Kylo
didn't
Ren
catch
is
your
so
comment
grumpy.
until now. Thank you. You are counting on us, so you don't have to go see it. No, it pissed me. Like, I'm not, and I've looked, I got home and I was like, ugh, why am I so angry about this? Like, and I'm not angry. I'm not mad. I'm disappointed. Because for 40 years, I wanted to see, like, I thought we were good at Return of the Jedi.
I left the theater feeling...
And then the first 3 came out, and I'm like, hey, that was a pretty interesting, slightly comic booky style prequel. Awesome. Great. Awesome. Cool. We can let it die. I was good with those 6. I was good with the 3. Then I was really good with the 6. And then Force Awakens comes, and Force Awakens is a whole new way to approach this for now. And I'm like, bring it on, man. I know that the stars were old. It's like if we had a Firefly reunion now. Malcolm Reynolds is a little portly. Some of them are dead now too, aren't they? Like,
I
for
left
real?
the movie theater with
No,
hope
they're
in
all
my
alive.
heart, man.
Oh yeah, Book is dead now. He actually did die. So the point that I guess I went into this film with was Force Awakens gave me, as a person who watched the 6 films, as the main part of their demographic. Who are you
Greg's
looking at?
ranting about Force Awakens.
Yeah,
He
I
thinks
should.
that-
Because shit, it's a pile of steamer. It's a big steamer.
You know what Fiona said? He is not correct. Okay, Greg, take a break. I need a beer.
I'm drinking a beer. You should have one.
Okay, I'm gonna drink my pour beer.
Your pre-beer?
No, my pour.
Well, let me
beer.
finish. Let me finish this glass, and then I'll have my pour beer.
No, because I'm thirsty now. So chug it.
I will get it there quickly. Oh, this is gonna be bad, man. This is like a 7%. I forgot.
Yeah, your anger will only be funnier if you're drunk.
Your anger will carry you to another beer. It will, and I'll be happy about it. I'm super grumpy about this, man. Like, I went and I watched them all, man. I watched all of the reviews from the people that matter.
Hey, we got to see Yoda.
We did get to see Puppet Yoda. Like, they pulled him right out of the box he was last in.
Yep. And he blew up the Jedi.
And I'm really fucking pissed that they used a CG and a Puppet Yoda. Make him a puppet, make him CG, but don't do both, because they look different, and it drove me crazy. Fucking
You're a big
irritating.
grump.
No, I'm not. I believe
Yeah,
in the
you
franchise.
Dude, you were trying to recapture your youth, and that's the only person that gives a fuck about that is you.
They didn't call it Space Battles The Last Jedi.
So what?
It's fucking
It's the
Star
French-
Wars.
The brand. Of course that's what they're going to call it. What kind of crazy shit are you talking about, man? This movie wasn't for you.
Yeah, it was. Should
You
have
wanted
been.
it
No,
to be
let me
for you.
rephrase. Should have been.
It should have been, but it wasn't.
Oh, shit. Oh, that's not a good thing. Oh, well, what the hell? All right, I got a pour beer. Gonna drink it out of a not beer clean glass.
Yeah, I'm... Alright, run the intro on
I'm gonna do that right... like right now.
Up the pour.
Hey, this is the pour. This is the part of the show where Luke and I drink beers, tell you about them, post them on Untappd, tell you where to go find that, and then say goodbye. How you doing, man?
Good. You?
Halfway through my pitcher.
Sweet. Alright, I'm pouring.
I'm pouring too. Give her. Are you already cracking that thing?
Greg, I'm a pompous ass. Much like you're being with tonight's Star Wars conversation.
No, it's just... Anyway, go ahead.
It's from Great Lakes Brewery. Fuggled Double Bottom says, drink this ale fresh. So
Nice.
apparently this gentleman's name is Fuggled Double Bottom.
Sounds like a... Merry Christmas?
Fiona thinks I'm a pompous ass. That's why she bought me this beer. I'm
okay with that.
I agree.
Hey, tell her Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. I love her.
Fiona, Greg says, will you grab me a beer out of the fridge, please?
Oh, for fuck's
And
sakes.
Merry Christmas, Happy New Year.
And I love her.
And he loves you. She said yes.
Did
Hey.
she just respond with an okay? Damn.
Cloudy.
Hey, what is that beer glass? A beer glass?
Whoa, Seahops.
Okay, so tell me.
It's like it's a traditional English style pale ale, man.
Nice. There's nothing wrong with a traditional English style pale ale.
It's cloudy. It's got some bite to it. It's got.
I can't drink that beer. I gotta drink a different one, man. I can't drink that Belgian. I need a Canadian beer.
It's beer, man. It's. I wonder if the can will tell me what's in it. Hops. Well, his name's
It's got hops.
his
in it.
name's Fuggled Double Bottom, so I'm gonna guess that it's got Fuggles in it.
I'm gonna guess. Well, Fuggles are pretty traditional English hop, and it's kind of in like all of their pale ales. I was gonna drink a Belgian, and I'm not gonna drink a Belgian, and I'm not gonna split this into solo cam and shit. That's just stupid. Let's
Run it and gun it, buddy.
we're lowering the brow on this
the
show.
faster we do this, the more we can argue about Star Wars.
We'll argue about Star Wars. So
He's so wrong about Star Wars.
think about that beer that you're drinking and tell yourself how much you love it. I'm gonna have something that I don't see out here very often, but you see all the time out there. This is Lug Tread Lagered Ale
That's good stuff.
from
our
Bose
friends at Bose.
from Bose Brewing, which we very rarely see out here. So
And so my problem with Bose is that they're wicked hipstery, organic, and I want very badly to shit on their beer, but they have not made a bad beer.
I'm about to classic overpour. The ASMR portion of our show has been brought to you by Trevor Valley, today's executive producer, thanks to Patreon.
You gotta drink with that guy, dude. He is a blast.
So this is made with local spring water, organic barley and wheat, organic hops, brewer's yeast.
Why is the brewer's yeast not organic?
But that's a good question. It does not have organic yeast or organic spring water.
You know what's really funny? The only organism in the whole fucking deal is the yeast.
Yeah, I know. And it's not organic.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Bose.
Just try the beer. You're gonna be mad.
For a lagered ale, I find this strikingly not very clear.
Yeah.
What's
Here,
the
have
point?
one of these.
What's the point of lagering if what is that black thing floating around in my glass that wasn't there before?
It's either a caraway seed or a mouse poop.
I'm looking at it carefully, and it's striking me as though it's the pubic hair of a hipster.
Yeah, it could be.
I'm gonna go with it's hops that were left over, but I didn't see those in my previous glass of Belgian-inspired infusedness. I got it. I'm gonna attach that to a magnet, and if it sticks, I'm gonna fucking sue Bose for everything I'm worth, and then we're gonna open a brew pub. All right,
Dude,
this is Lug Tread.
You're gonna like it.
This is Lug Tread, huh? All right,
You're
Lug
gonna
Tread down the hatch.
organically love that beer. Told you.
Oh,
You're welcome. Yep.
That's pleasant.
Now you're wishing you hadn't shit on Bose, eh?
I haven't said that I shit on Bose. All I could know for sure is that there's a fucking metal thing or something on my finger that was in the can, and I don't like it.
Just drink it. Don't be a sissy.
I'm not being a sissy. It's not in my glass anymore. All right, let's see how this beer, see how it holds up. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's a little light on the flavor, but as a lighter lager, as a competitor to some of their more local competitors,
Fiona didn't bring me a beer.
that's a frickin' drinkable beer, man.
Yeah, dude. Bose makes fucking sick beer.
Bose.
They had a
Well done.
a golden
Okay,
stout.
hey, shut up. That sounds like
No, you shut up.
No, that sounds like highbrow bullshit when you say a golden stout. So let's just tell people where they can check our reviews. Where would that be, Luke?
I'm drinking.
Me too.
They can read. It's on Untappd. What serious person doesn't know what Untappd is? Give me a fucking break, Greg.
I don't know. It's Untappd. Untappd.com/user/Mr. Wilkinson. Untappd.com/user/Scratch.
You couldn't resist. You couldn't resist, you
No, I couldn't.
corpo shill bastard.
Hey, maybe people with visual deficiencies are watching these videos.
Yeah, maybe the less
we
visually
really
gifted.
need to take all of our show history and MP3 it and put it up as a podcast.
Let's do it.
All right. When we hire the intern, let's have the intern do that.
Can the intern be hot with big boobies?
I'm totally fine if Fancy wants to do that. Okay. What's your rating? Come on, man. Out of 5. Your Untappd score out of 5.
Oh, shit. I hadn't even gone there.
I haven't gone there either, and I don't really care to, but I will. But I only so that I don't forget. Oh, excuse me.
It is a English pale ale that I would happily drink more of. I think it's going to get a good rating from me, man. Hops aren't too heavy. It's got a nice lightness in the froth. I give it a 3.5.
All right, 3.5 from Luke on that one that he's drinking that he's going to put on Untappd, because otherwise I won't know what it is for the show notes.
IPA.
I'm having the
A
Lug
3.5
Tread.
IPA.
I'm having this Lug Tread lagered ale. I'm going purely based on the fact that I would buy it again and drink it more. It's a 3.5 for me. This is a great fucking beer. All right, that's it. That's been the pour. Thanks. I'm rolling the credits because we're shutting this down. All
right, thumbs up.
Closing the pour. Cheers.
Thanks for pouring with me. Hey, Greg.
Yeah. What?
Last pour of the year.
Yeah, it is the last pour of the year, man. Excited that we got as far as we did, and I thank you for your contributions.
Cheers, man.
Cheers, man. Clink. That's how it works. That was this is a surprisingly good little beer, man. You know what this is not?
What?
It's not a fucking Ryan what's his name movie. This is good.
Shut up.
Oh, come on, man. It was a shitty movie. It was a shitty Star Wars movie. It was a good
great
movie. It was a great movie, but it was a shitty Star Wars movie. Cheers, Eric. Eric Marchi has admitted that he would like to be the intern. Eric, are your boobs good?
Eric has epic boobs.
Does he? Is Eric a buddy of yours? Do you know Eric?
Yeah.
He's
a good guy.
Has he touched your person?
Yeah.
Was it accidental?
No, we kind of made out of it at the fire at his house.
Okay, hold on. Eric says, I'll be the intern. You say he's got boobs. Fancy says, my boobs are better. There's only really one way to settle this. You both need to text me now your boobs.
Yeah, no, time out. This will be easier because they both have my number.
Okay, Luke.
Actually, Greg.
You always get the texts.
I hate to do this to you, Greg, but I've actually seen both.
Fancies are better, aren't they?
Yeah.
Sorry, Eric. We'll find a way to work you into the system. But I'm going to go with Fancy.
Read the chat.
I have. Hence my point. I'm going Fancy on this one. But Eric, you can still send us pictures of your boobs, but Fancy's going to get to be the intern. Actually, kind of technically, Fancy already is the intern.
No, she's not the intern. She is the food and beverage hospitality specialist.
She is the chef and food services
and food and beverage hospitality.
Whatever. Yeah. Hey, remember when I said I was gonna? I had a pitcher and I knew I'd poured too much and it was a bad idea.
Greg, I haven't had a beer in 3 weeks.
Ding. Fries are done.
Yeah. Eric, let me get you Greg's cell phone number.
And Eric, I am 100% on board, man. If you want to send them, we'll take them. Especially Luke. I can send you his cell phone number if you need that.
No, he's got my cell phone number. No, actually, that brings up a funny thing. So,
what's that?
Our Patreon. We had a thing going earlier in the year. If you were a supporter of ours on Patreon, you could send us a dick pic.
Yes, that is actually true.
We wouldn't show it live on air,
but we would actually review it.
Both bring it up on our phones
and review it. We're still waiting. We've actually received.
Wouldn't be called.
We've received one already.
Yeah.
We have gotten a dick pic from Fancy.
Yes.
However, I have to admit,
and it was I
feel I must invalidate that dick pic.
Why?
Because the dick pic was not actually in contact with her person at the time. The dick pic was located on a vertical surface. It was not, however, in contact with her body at any point. And I'm afraid that if the dick in question is not attached in some way to the region between the, let's say, top of hip bone and bottom of pelvis, then I'm afraid that dick pic is irrelevant.
Like, really, anything from the knee up.
Pretty much, yeah. I mean, basically. Oh no, I'm not saying that if it hangs, it was my birthday fit. Its point of attachment, though, must be within the pelvic region. Is my point. It cannot be attached to a wall and pointed at with a smirk.
No, dude, I disagree. Have you not seen penis unicorn heads?
I do not believe that satisfies the definition of a dick pic.
Greg, you're wrong.
Okay, I know you did that while you were here, and I laughed at you when you did that then. I know you also had a unicorn, multicolor, sparkly unicorn dick penis in your mouth earlier in 2017. Because I guess technically this is the way back show, the re-show. Where we talk about everything that happened this year, including your multicolor unicorn dick sucker. Because I believe everybody's going to gif that.
It was delicious.
And you struggled not to eat that thing on screen. And it was wonderful. Don't get me wrong, it was wonderful. But I don't believe even the photographs of you ingesting that qualified as a dick pic. I think unless the dick is physically in contact with the person in the pelvical region, and I said pelvical and I mean it, then I don't think it's a dick pic, and it's
Greg, I would have got a yeast infection.
Well, that's really on you now, isn't it?
I see your point.
Hey, Luke.
Hey,
I just want to tell you right now before we delve back into why the Last Jedi is such a piece of shit. I'm a 6.
Okay, cool.
At this moment, I'm a 6, approaching a 7.5. Yeah. So again, if I haven't mentioned it lately, special thanks tonight to our executive producer. Trevor Valley. Hey, no, I'm just trying to give at Tattoos and Bones on Twitter.
Speaking of being connected by the fucking pelvis.
At Tattoos and Bones on Twitter.
Your bottom jaw is
if you've got a Twitter,
man.
If you got a Twitter, go hit up Trevor because he kicks some ass.
Yeah, Trevor.
The guy does, man. Admit it. The guy kicks ass.
He told me an awesome story.
What did he think about?
He told me an awesome story. He was at when Wheat Fark and Woodstock came out.
Yeah.
Will was at the brewery, and he came over to Trevor. Trevor was like, "Your beer sucks. Fuck you, Wheaton," and walked away.
No.
That's the story he told me.
No.
What he said.
Why am I not following Trevor Valley? Like, what the fuck? Hey, Tattoos and Bones, we're talking Last Jedi. Are you in or out on that movie? ... Hashtag YouTube live. Hashtag youtube.com .com/riskca /live. I want to
Eric,
I'm asking
I'll put
Trevor.
you in another work, buddy.
What's the deal? What?
Eric says he's out. He's so sad that he can't intern.
Why?
So I just told him that I've got other work for him.
He could just send the dick pic and be done with it.
Whoa, what just happened?
I don't know, but that was pretty creepy.
Yeah.
Maybe you should plug your headphones back in.
I did.
All right. Whoa. Hey, shit. Twitter's got a night mode? Is that so you can tweet in the dark? Maybe they did that for the now president Donald Trump. Donald Drumpf doesn't like the light colors at night when he's tweeting in bed, apparently.
I'm so happy that you called him Donald Drumpf.
What else would I call him?
Oh, that's his name. That's his given name, is Donald Drumpf.
Is it? There you go.
Yeah.
Got no problem
changed
with this,
it.
man. No. Really? Shut up. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah. Stephen Colbert did a campaign.
You're lying. He did not.
No. Stephen Colbert did a campaign where anytime it said Donald Trump on Google, it would change it to Donald Drumpf.
Really?
Because his dad changed it from Drumpf to Trump.
Really?
Because Drumpf was an immigrant name.
Wow. Hey, tell me if this is better or worse. I gotta throw a key light on here.
It's worse. It's worse, way worse.
Want to see something crazy, viewers on the internet? Ba-bow!
Way worse.
Hey, Luke probably can't see that. Actually, he'll see it in the off-cam section.
Yeah, no, it's so worse, dude. The one thing that the internet needs is not your face.
My new rig is rigged up. I has my new. There's my new.
Like you know that the head is your best part, right?
I do. Hey, Luke? Have you seen? Luke hasn't. I haven't shown this to Luke. Actually, I should. He won't really care, but he will kind of care, but he won't really care.
I'm gonna pretend to care. It's his fucking camera.
There's.
I have seen that.
There's the new video rig, Luke.
You use your phone as your audio encoder. I have seen that.
Have you?
Yeah.
So I've got.
Of course I've seen it.
Yeah, got digital encoding, some extra battery packs. Pretty cool,
Dude,
huh?
you have an Alexa box in your house. I've seen every file on your computer.
That's funny. No, you haven't. Because my Alexa box is not connected. That's upstairs. Hey, Google, tell me a joke.
Something went wrong. Try again in a few seconds.
Yeah, fuck you, Alexa. Or, yeah, see? I was so used to saying fuck you, Alexa. Hey, Google, tell me a joke. I think I'm sucking up too much bandwidth.
Yeah, good talk, Greg. So, what's your plan for New Year's?
What's my plan for New Year's?
Yeah.
I'm going to vape too much, because otherwise I'd smoke.
You want to fly to Ontario and get shitty?
You hooking those plane tickets up?
You hook the plane tickets up and I'll get you so drunk you can't stand up for 4 days.
Dude, I'd have to be drunk for 4 days to pay for the tickets.
Yeah, well, that's the plan. Let's just gonna see.
It might actually happen. I'm starting to get there. I'm starting to roll down that highway. I'm on the 401 of drunk.
Dude, I'm telling you, it would be a great opportunity for shooting video.
Something tells me I wouldn't be functional after it, and I have to work on Tuesday morning. So that's a bit of a problem. Yeah, so whatever. It's all good, man. It's all good. It's all good. No. All right. Excuse me. So anyway, where were we? Oh yeah, that fucking movie.
No, I don't want to talk about the movie anymore.
I don't care. You ruined it for me. You said it was good.
There was touching moments and wonderful character development.
What touching moment was in that movie? Let me fix my headphones so I can hear you properly. What touching moment existed in that film? The part where the one who died that we all cried over didn't fucking die in the movie?
Like when Luke is sitting on the Falcon
and he says, and he looks up, you had to hit me with that one? Fuck you.
It was touching. Fuck you. It wasn't
touching at all.
It was.
The only thing touching about that moment is that, like everyone else, he had sported a boner looking at her in that white outfit that was so hot in the first movie. And then he found out it was his sister. Not exactly touching. There was nothing touching about that.
You're wrong.
He wanted to get boned by the chick in the white dress.
New love?
Oh, please. Are you kidding me? Are you talking about the love story between John Boyega, a.k.a. Finn, and the Korean girl who, while cute, basically reminds me of, what's her name? Marilyn Cho? Madison Cho? I don't know, the comedian that's way funnier. Margaret Cho. Fuck you.
By the way, my favorite.
The only difference between the line she delivered in that movie and fucking, like... fuck, never mind. Anyway, the point is, fuck off. That was not...
When Luke and Leia were on screen together...
When she zapped him with the taser, I laughed. You know why I laughed? Because Finn's a fuck-up. He's a piece of shit. Yeah. The guy is the most hapless human being in the show, and all they did was make him look stupider for the entire movie. And then, in the one moment where Finn was shining, and I'm like, fuck yeah, kill him! Bitch rams him with her ship? Come on!
So you thought it was a good movie?
I thought it was fucking ridiculous. As a movie, I thought it was great. I think an entire segment could have been... They had 3 active plots for the movie. They had the, let's emasculate... Let me rephrase that, because I was going to start saying something, and then my nose...
The word is emasculate.
They emasculate Poe Dameron. Number 1, because they make him with that stupid crank call at the beginning. Would you like to buy? Hey, is your refrigerator running? You better go catch it.
Okay, so I will concede that this movie was the closest to the Family Guy Star Wars movies.
Oh, fuck! It was stupid. Okay, Hux. I agree. Hux was never intended to be the most powerful guy in the series. He was never intended to be the most powerful guy in the Empire. He was never intended to be like Darth Vader's intern. But they made him look fucking stupid. And I don't like that. No character in this film deserved to be made to look stupid. They did it to Hux. They did it to Dameron. They did it to they did it to Rey.
You're talking about like the general emasculation in society. Characters like Han Solo don't exist anymore.
No, they don't.
There's no
conviction,
Steve Bullitt. There's no Han Solo. Characters don't make that exist
because
anymore.
To be a Caucasian man is not allowed. It's illegal. To be a hetero woman is illegal.
Gender, sir.
Because to be a hetero woman is illegal. To recognize a gender stereotype from long, long ago in a galaxy far, far away is not fucking legal.
Are you Freudian or Jungian?
Dude, you know what? At this moment, I'm so drunk I couldn't tell you the difference. I know I'm not Oedipian. I'm probably
Do you want to have
Jungian.
a conversation about gender?
I'm probably Jungian more than Freudian, but I could be wrong.
Okay, here. Everything that irritates us about others can lead us to a better understanding of ourselves. Carl Jung.
Then I guess I'm Jungian.
So do you want to have a conversation about gender?
Fuck. It depends. You know what? I have a very specific theory on gender.
Okay, let me hear it.
I think gender is what you choose. Not what you were born with, specifically, but what you choose. And that the impact of that choice on society is what dictates your position in life.
I agree. I think whatever makes a person happy makes people happy.
Do I have an issue with Princess Leia being gay? No. None. None whatsoever.
Yeah, but that has nothing to do with gender.
But that has nothing to do with gender. Do I have a problem with Poe Dameron being a giant dripping cunt of a human? No, I don't. He is a waste of skin.
I disagree.
They're both wastes, but it's not because of who they are or what they are. It's because of how they are. How they are. I don't have a problem with gender. My issue is how gender...
Time out. I need to clarify. This is within the Star Wars universe. I don't want emails.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I'll take it.
I'm trying to speak to like the reversal in roles.
Yeah, okay.
Like Rey is posed as the new Han Solo character is what I was trying to get at.
I disagree. I think Rey is posed as the new Luke Skywalker character. But anyway,
I don't see that.
I don't see the Han Solo. I see an individual who is strong with the Force, who recognizes her own ability with the Force.
There is no Force.
No, not true. Not true. 100% not true.
You're right. There is
to suggest that there is no Force.
There is no Jedi.
To suggest that there is no Force means that there is no external force upon which these characters can draw on to do what they do. I'm not suggesting. I'm not suggesting that the force picks what side it's on.
It's an internal force.
No, incorrect. As predicated by canon. Canon says it's external. And that it's something that certain people who, when trained, can better use.
Yeah, okay.
Some people are better tuned to use it by default in their basic settings. Their default configuration, as it were. So Rey better suited to using the Force than Han Solo. Han Solo has fucking zero access to the Force. I mean, shit, he couldn't even tell Greedo to fuck off, and like that would have been easy if he was had any.
He shot first.
Hey, we know Han shot first.
Han shot first.
You know how we know Han shot first?
Because he watched the movie.
Because he's a badass and Greedo's a fucking dweeb. Now, what I don't understand is, in the Lucas readaptation, after he shot Greedo, why was Greedo in the hangar with Millennium or with Jabba the Hutt?
That is, racists are not all goofy ass lizard people. Just because they look alike are not the same person.
Do all goofy ass lizard people who look alike have to wear the same clothes on the same day?
Yes. Yes.
Bullshit. I call bullshit. Bullshit.
What were all the band members in the bar wearing? The same uniform. I'm going to drink.
All right. You know what? I'm gonna let that go. Luke's out of the room. The truth is, this movie is divisive. Let me go to the chat. Fancy bitch. I don't care what gender someone identifies to. I don't agree with parents deciding their child has no gender at birth. If what you are saying, Fancy, is that you have a problem with parents who say my child has no gender until they are old enough to figure it out on their own, I agree with you. A child born with a penis is a boy. You give them the identity as a boy because that's how it works. Do I agree that that means you give them trucks to play with instead of Barbies? No. I agree that you give them toys to play with, and they will make a choice. When I had my two boys, I did not bring my child home into a room of monster trucks, titties, porn, and beer and ball caps. No. Benjamin, who is sitting over in that room, who's my 11-year-old, he started when I gave him Legos, and I didn't give him pink Legos or blue Legos. I gave him Lego. The first thing he made by 2.5 years old was a gun. And then he made cars. And then he made ships. He never once made a house with a garden and a kitchen and a frilly this. I agree with you 100%. Children are children. They will choose their path. But to pretend that they are a non-gender, I think is asinine.
Whoa.
My name is Ben. Ben is a boy's name. You appear to be a boy. You act as a boy. You will be a boy. If at some point in your future you choose to either be attracted to members of the opposite sex and act that way, kick ass. And if you choose to exercise your personal preference and behave a different way or act a different way from gender stereotype, fucking A. Awesome for you. Good for you.
There's three
Be proud
things.
of yourself. But I do not believe that you raise a child that is agendered in the hopes that you're springing on them the value of agenderhood. No, a child is a child, and you raise them as a child, and you teach them to be good to human beings. But to pretend that his name is X, Y, because he doesn't have a gender is stupid. I have a member of my family who, on the birth of their child, chose to refer to the child as a non-gender. That took less than a year to change. too. Here's a truck, young boy. Because it was very, very quickly understood that you cannot raise a child with no gender. It's stupid. Anyway, not a point. Luke, welcome back. Let me give you back the. I know I've been not looking at the camera because I'm pretty cut right now. What are you drinking, my friend? That looks like a very tall boy.
Absent Landlord, Cowbell.
You had that last week, didn't you?
Mm-mm.
Or a couple weeks back? 3 weeks back? Yeah. Did I ever publish that video? Probably not, because I've been kind of out of touch.
It's a fucking great beer.
So anyway, one of the things that really ticked me about this movie was that there were big plot points set up by Jar Jar Abrams that were never addressed, and I think that was a disservice to Abrams, and I think it was a disservice to the fans of the movie. Regardless of who this movie was for, if you tell me, okay, now Luke, in fairness, I want to go back. You said this movie was not for me. And you said that based on what? The fact that Disney now owns the franchise and Disney is marketing to my kids? Okay. Then tell me, my friend, who the fuck was the Emperor's New Groove for?
The what?
Well, let's just go back in the history of Disney films. Emperor's New Groove, who is it for?
I don't even know what that movie is.
Aladdin, who is it for? Beauty and the Beast, who is it for? Explain to me why in movies like Beauty and the Beast, Emperor's New Groove, fucking Aladdin, Jungle Book, so much of the motion picture was targeted at grown-ups. The inside jokes in those movies are fucking hysterical as an adult. And anybody who's seen a Pixar movie knows what I'm talking about. Those movies are as funny to adults as they are to children because Disney is not stupid. They understand that I am the one paying my kids to go. Or paying for my kids to go. I am paying the bill for my 4-year-old and my 11-year-old and my 7-year-old and my 9-year-old to go to these movies.
Yeah, and you're going to pay to go see the next ones too.
I am the one paying for fucking Porg toys at fucking Christmas.
Yeah.
To give
and you're
to
going to go
those
see
kids.
the next movie too because your kids like it because it's not about you anymore.
Incorrect. I am
it's not
the
about
one.
you.
I am the one as an adult who will fucking download that movie a week and a half after it hits the theater and put it on my Plex and let my kids watch it for free in the living room because they don't give a shit whether or not they see it in VBX Ultra Studio Theater, blah blah, with the ass thumpers.
Your kids absolutely do care.
No, they don't. They absolutely do not care. Well, then you are raising a horrible child.
My kid's kind of great.
Your kid is kind of great, and I don't believe for a second that she would demand that she see it in the theater over see it in the living room. All she wants is to see it.
Nope.
Yep.
Demand.
Well, then you have raised her wrong.
Nope, I raised a girl. That's the difference between a girl and a boy.
Well, then fuck you because you have girls and I have boys. Boom! Gender, bitch. Toy Story is fucking hilarious. Emperor's New Groove is hilarious. Like, those are grown-up funny movies because half of the content is for grown-ups. So my question is, if Disney understands this, why the fuck did Rian Johnson not give the parents, the people who were on Jasper Ave in downtown Edmonton watching the triple feature of Star Wars, Empire, and Return of the Jedi in 1979, 81, whatever the hell it was.
I think it was 85.
Why were we not given the opportunity? I saw Star Wars opening night with my dad in 1977. I saw Empire in the theater, and I saw Return of the Jedi triple header on Jasper Ave at the Paramount Theater when I was 14, 13 years old. Okay? Why would Rian Johnson, if he knew he was going to insert 2 fingers into my rectum without lubrication,
Great.
why would he not give me...
I can wrap this entire conversation up with one statement. You know that
No, you can't.
opening night that you went to with your dad?
Yes.
40 years ago. Shut up.
Yeah, but what he's done is guarantee that 50% of the people who went to see this movie will not go see the next one. So, if anything, Disney should be suing that cocksucker for half of the take of this movie.
How many new people that don't give a fuck about canon?
What the fuck do you mean by new people? Do you mean like new Canadians or new Americans? Are you talking about fucking like refugees who've never seen it?
I'm talking about people under the age of 40 that think the first 3 movies were awesome.
I'm not giving my kids $40 to go see the next one. I'm downloading it.
Doesn't matter. That's fine.
It's like, hey children, here's the sweetened version of episode 8 that I made myself. In the backyard with some tinfoil.
You're pissed because your childhood wasn't served, and
fuck yeah.
It's not about you.
I did my best to white out Luke and not the rest of you on that one. You're right. You are absolutely right, and I'm not disputing that fact. I think we are at a point in time where Rian Johnson had the opportunity to placate the grown-ups to close out this chapter and allow us to walk away from the trilogy as we, parents of children who want to be a part of it, would be happy. And instead, he pulled out his wiener, helicoptered in front of Jar Jar Abrams, and said, hey, Jar Jar, fuck your Force Awakens. Woo, woo. I think it was a waste. I think it was a bad plan.
Greg.
Yeah, man.
You're Untappd.com. Hey,
listen.
Stop. Listen. We've both said our pieces. Your Untappd.com rating of Star Wars.
Oh, my Untappd.com. I don't think there is a Star Wars beer. If there was, I'd rate it a 0.5 stars. I give it a 1.5. I give it 1.5. Wait.
I give it a 3.
I will accept a 3, Luke. I will accept a 3.
I give it a 3.
I will accept a 3. What did Return of the Jedi get? 4.25?
4.
Okay. What did Empire Strikes Back get?
4.5.
4.5. What did A New Hope get?
4.75.
Okay. So let me put this to you another way. And this is the way that I think is really important, and I think it's important for people to understand. Fancy, you're absolutely right. David Spade is fucking the king of that movie. God damn. I loved Emperor's New Groove. Emperor's New Groove is one of my favorite Disney films ever, actually. So, I've said that. Emperor's New Groove is great. Goodman is fantastic in it. David Spade is amazing in it. Which is pretty high praise for people in an animated movie. Okay, stepping back. I had a train of thought. I got on board at Penn Station. I was heading for Grand Central. Somewhere along the way, I ended up in Poughkeepsie. I'm not sure what happened there. Okay, so here's what I really want to say about this movie. What the fuck is this movie called? The Last Jedi? The Last Jedi.
The Last Jedi.
Last Jedi. The end of the Jedi, the fucking of the Jedi, the fuck you of the Jedi. Okay, The Last Jedi. Here's the one point that I would make about this movie, grand total, grand sum. Rian Johnson was tasked with changing the direction of this film. What he has created is 3 distinct storylines within this movie, each of which can be split off by the Disney franchise to animation, to motion picture, to web series, to whatever. I believe he did his job, and he is happily taking home his paycheck. What I believe is the failure is that when looking at this motion picture, whether it be on Rotten Tomatoes or on IMDb, I was an IMDb guy for a long time. Rotten Tomatoes was my backup to IMDb. I was a long-time poster and reviewer on IMDb. Here's what I've seen. This motion picture has the highest spread from the critic review to the viewer review of any motion picture within the franchise. Hands down, period, end of discussion. Period. Over 25 points difference between reviewer critics and moviegoers. IMDb currently ranks this movie as an 8.1. I believe it went down to a 7.9 as of yesterday. With 300 movie critic reviews and 4,000 viewer reviews. It took me 4 pages of viewer reviews to find the first one over a 3 out of 10. But the critics' reviews were 9 out of 10, 9 out of 10, 8.5 out of 10, 9.5 out of 10, fucking 10 out of 10 because I'm sucking off the tea to Disney. This movie is a watershed in a few directions after the way Disney pushed it to reviewers in the media. Because Disney basically fucked the New York Times after a shitty review. And it took 6 months before the New York Times was given access to a movie again. And I think a whole lot of the reviews that were published, which interestingly all contain some of the exact same sentences as other reviews, all of the reviews that showed this movie to be as wonderful as it is were bullshit. They were faked. And the reviews that matter are the reviews from the people who went, who were fans, who have paid hundreds, if not thousands, if not tens of thousands of dollars into this franchise over the last 40 years, who felt like they'd been pissed on.
Well, I don't feel like I've been pissed on. I liked the movie. Thought it was good.
And you are entitled, and I am happy to let you share your opinion, as I am happy to share my own opinion. Opinions are like assholes. Everybody's got one. All I'm saying is, if you go into this movie with the expectation that it'll answer questions from Force Awakens, or it will in some way contribute to the mythos that is the Star Wars of our childhood, you will be sorely, sorely, sorely disappointed. If all you want is a good space movie with some cool battle scenes, better than Babylon 5.
Well, that, my friend, is a conversation for next year.
We're not going to get into Babylon 5. I know.
This is the last time of the year, but I will say this to you.
Yeah,
cheers,
man. Cheers, buddy. I mean, I'm drunk enough that I can say this right now. I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm like totally looking somewhere into space. Like, fuck.
You're getting ready to run the outro.
That may be the case, but I'm pretty drunk, so I don't know. I could be just running the intro to the poor. Or maybe like the games segment. Hey, have we done a game? We haven't done it. Hey, dude, before anything else, hold on. Got something to show ya. Boom.
Dominion.
We'll be talking about this soon. Haven't even cracked the plastic yet. It's fresh.
Nice.
Looking forward to getting into that with the family. Yeah, man.
We got Candyland. Yep. Happy 2017, Greg.
Hold on, dude. No, hold on. Before anything happens, before we exit this show, I need to have a little discussion with you.
Fuck you, I like Candyland.
You bought Candyland?
Yep.
Okay.
I like it.
Let me explain to you something. Candyland's not a game. Snakes and Ladders is not a game. What do children learn from Candyland?
How to be quiet for 30 whole seconds consecutively.
That's what I get out of Catan with a 7-year-old.
Yeah, mine's 6. Give me a year.
Mashikoro. That's a good kids game. Catan. That's a great kids game. Ooh, Carcassonne. Great kids game.
We also got Ticket to Ride.
Attaboy. Ticket to Ride is a great game for kids. I will accept that. Thank you for redeeming yourself. Please don't bring Candyland out. It's a horrible game. It's right up there with Monopoly.
Yeah. Candyland's also a fantastic adult drinking game.
Meh. Fancy, I know you think Candyland is awesome.
Yeah.
When we make it to a point where we can be in the same place, Fancy, guarantee
coming to Edmonton.
I guarantee you, Fancy, we will be playing Catan, we will be playing Carcassonne, we will be playing Dominion, we will probably play Lanterns, we will probably play Munchkin.
Think finger.
And at some point we'll play Ticket to Ride, and all tickets lead back to my place. Hey, Luke. Wow, that was like seriously a delayed reaction. Like, you gotta admit, man, that was like way out of timing.
I hit enter right before I did that.
I know much, Fancy. I know much. You've never played Munchkin with me. I wear fishnets when we play that game. Anyway, what were you going to say, Luke?
You're wearing fishnets right now.
I am.
I love you, buddy.
And a G-string. I love you too, buddy. Hey, Luke.
Happy New Year.
Hey, happy New Year.
I'm done. This is my last.
Remember that picture that I filled tonight up to here?
Oh, yeah.
And finished, as well as that other beer? That was a bad idea. But it's lucky. It's Lucky Beer. Do you know... Hey Google, who is Lucky Beer?
Here's a summary from the website n.wikipedia.org. Lucky Lager is an American lager with U.S. brewing and distribution rights held by the Pabst Brewing Company and Canadian brand ownership held by Labatt Brewing.
Hey Google, when was Lucky Beer last available?
Sorry, I can't help with that yet.
Fuck you, Google. What the hell? My phone was going too. Hey Luke, why don't you ask Google for a joke?
Okay, Google.
Oh wait, it won't work because I don't have speakers turned on. Hey Google, tell me a joke.
One joke coming up. What do you call someone who points out the obvious? Someone who points out the obvious.
Hey Google, what did the fox say?
Ring ding 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 a ding and wop pop 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 pow. Or so I've heard.
Hey Google, what does a dog sound like?
Here's what a dog sounds like.
Hey Google, what does a goat sound like?
Here's a goat sound.
Hey Google, what does a squirrel sound like?
A squirrel sounds like this.
Okay, Google. What is Bernoulli's principle?
The principle in hydrodynamics that an increase in the velocity of a stream of fluid results in a decrease in pressure. Also called Bernoulli effect or Bernoulli theorem.
Does that mean that if I increase the volume or the speed of the jizz, the pressure decreases?
In fact, it does.
That's terrible.
But, okay, Google. What is Planck's constant? Oh, it just tells me the answer.
Hey Google, what is Planck's constant?
It's 6.62607 times 10 to the 34th.
Hey Google, can you fuck a squirrel?
Sorry, I don't understand.
Yeah.
Don't
kinda.
fuck squirrels. Don't.
Thanks for stopping by and watching Risky Business with us. This is the only show on the internet that promises that once you've paid for your ticket, we'll never kick you out of the show. If you enjoyed the show tonight, hit the subscribe button down there. Throw us a like if you want to, and share it with your friends. Have a great week. We'll see you again real soon.